Alright, so, icebergs are a thing, and, oh yeah, it's Godzilla's birthday. Well, it's not what I'm filming, but, like, it's his birthday, and, this is gonna be an iceberg video of all, like, stuff. So, icebergs are, like, the top of the iceberg is where, like, all the normal stuff and all the well-known stuff, and it keeps on getting not well-known until it gets more spooky and scary, like, Godzilla used the gun, and stuff like that, all that stuff. Alright, well, I hope you guys like this video. It's gonna be heavily edited, and, let's go on to the Godzilla video. Godzilla the series. Godzilla the anime series, the 1998 Godzilla show that took place after the events of the Godzilla 1998, the movie. It ran up to 2 seasons, and then sadly got canceled after those 2 seasons because of the Power Ranger stuff. Skeletortle. So Skeletortle appeared in the background of the 1964 film Godzilla vs. Mothra. He just became a meme in the fan base, and he's just beautiful, bro. Look at him. Some tears in my eyes. Hanna-Barbera Godzilla series. So, Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, it's a hard one. I mean, like, you can watch some of his episodes on YouTube if you want, but, like, yeah, it's a good series, I guess you could say. Marvel's Godzilla. So, Godzilla was in the Marvel universe, like the comic world, and, it's a good comic run. And then, when they got to write, they still had him like this. And then there are, like, these other, like, Godzilla monsters that looked like him, like American Kaiju, and that one that died. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Alright, next layer we go. Boggin. Boggin appeared in Super Godzilla, the NES game, and, he appeared in stuff outside of movies. He was gonna be in a bunch of movie scripts. He was gonna kill Godzilla, but then he got replaced by Destroyer. Also, back in 2004, there's like this hoax where he was gonna be in here with this kaiju on screen right now, and stuff like that. So yeah, Godzilla vs. Hedorah 2. So Godzilla vs. Hedorah 2 is like Boggin, but it's a sequel to Godzilla vs. Hedorah. This is like, there's like a bunch of stories, scripts, I bet. Like, there was like this one Hedorah that was like red with like a skull on its head. And this one where Hedorah was gonna fight a like, more like a opposite version of Hedorah, because he's like pollution. This one's more like a plant war. Like, it's interesting. Yeah, we have a bunch of Hedorah designs from like, Godzilla Island Monster, I don't know, I forgot the name, but, it was usually gonna be Godzilla 3D, that was the last name, and then it transformed to the Monsterverse to this day now. Goji-Bon. I hate this so much. I hate this ugly, what is that? Like, what am I looking at? Like, what? Godzilla 1994. So what I'm assuming of what this entry is saying is that TriStar wanted to make a Godzilla film back in 1994, and this Godzilla was their first design, and then we got the Zilla we know today. If it's not, it's talk about how many merchandise of that version of Godzilla is. I don't know why, but yeah. Crystalac and Acidities. So like, these two kaijus came out in Godzilla Unleashed, and they were won for a raffle, and you could like send your kaiju design and they might be in the game, and these two won. I mean, like, they're cool designs, they should be in the Monsterverse personally, but I want to see them in a movie. Uh, on to like the next layer. Godzilla eats a cow. But yeah, Godzilla was originally gonna eat a cow in the first Godzilla film. It was like the only image of it. It looked too goofy, so that's why they took it out. So yeah. Mothra versus Boggin. Alright, so this was one of the scripts for Boggin. He was just gonna fight Mothra, but then they switched it out with Godzilla. This is the only storyboard, by the way. Shin Godzilla 2. So Toho wanted to make a Shin Godzilla 2, but Homeboy was like, no, I don't feel like it. So that's why they scrapped it. People are saying that like they're gonna have King Ghidorah and Mothra and Rodan in there. I mean, King Ghidorah was kind of true, but yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna get a Shin Godzilla 2, or a reference at least. I mean, like, we got that Evangelion versus Shin Godzilla ride. I think this is in the iceberg. I don't know. I haven't checked it yet, but like, yeah. Shin Godzilla 2 was a rumor. It was in talks, but it never happened, so yeah. Keep hoping, I guess. Italian Vishnu. This was the original monster that 2014 Godzilla was gonna fight. And this was the corpse monster in the trailer. I don't know how to read the second name, and I forgot the names already. But like, yeah, that was the original monster for 2014 to fight. Alright, next layer. Godzilla 1998 2. So, the sequel was gonna happen, but since, like, you know, the movie sucked, that's why. But, Dangerfield made a video talking about it, so, yeah. I recommend that video if you wanna know. Godzilla versus the Devil. So, I'm guessing it's talking about Godzilla in Hell, which is, the story is that Godzilla and Space Godzilla got into a fight. An explosion happened, killing both of them, surprisingly, and Godzilla went to hell. Because he's not a good person. You know, Godzilla's a bad person, you know. Look at the Heisei series, that's basically what I'm guessing. But, like, yeah, he went to hell, and he broke out of hell, because, like, I don't know. Name, like, any fictional character that have gone out of hell. Yeah, no, I thought nothing. Godzilla got out of hell, man. Man was like, what? Like, how is that even possible? Anyways, yeah, that's crazy. Godzilla, Varan, Anguirus, Baragon, all monster, all out attack. That's right. King Ghidorah and Mothra wasn't gonna be in the movie. It was gonna be Varan, Anguirus, and Baragon. Yes, Baragon's also in the original movie too. Besides the point. It's sad we gotta see these three in action. They're like the best combo, bro. They're the trio. Like, you can't have them fight Godzilla thing. But at least in the Earth prequel comics, he's in there. Like, they have like the fight. But like, yeah. Next layer, I guess. Here we go. Heisei Godzilla sequels. So, I'm assuming they're talking about those theories between those Godzilla films that are connected, apparently, but they're not true. Like, the 2000 Godzilla movie, that's not canon to the 1995 film, because even though it took place after, it's a different timeline. And, yeah. And Godzilla Final Wars, is different because that Godzilla was around back in 1954, so that couldn't make sense because baby Godzilla was born in 1994. And Dark Horse Godzilla comic, I don't know, bro. Like, that could be connected if you want. Whatever. Okay? But yeah. Alien, Ghidorah, and Heisei. So like, apparently, King Ghidorah is an alien. Alright. Or alien. So that makes King Ghidorah an alien. Heisei series. I just want to say that. Alright, yeah. Godzilla versus King Kong Heisei. So Toho wanted to make a Godzilla vs. King Kong film, in the Heisei era, but didn't have the rights to King Kong, or like reasons, business reasons. And so they tried to make a Mechanic Kong versus Godzilla, but they scrapped that and made Godzilla versus Biollante. So this hasn't been retconned yet, surprisingly. So this is still canon, I guess. Original Godzilla had a family that got wiped out by the nuclear destruction and gave Godzilla radiation scars, and that's why it has a bumpy skin. Also, look at these Godzilla cells family. I call it that, the Godzilla cell family, because like basically most of these are from Godzilla cells. It's crazy. Offsprings, transformations, siblings, and then the suit family, and with like all of their like Toho, Tristar, Tokusatsu. Also, go to the next layer. Let's go. Yee. Godzilla vs. Hedorah director's cut. That's right, folks. There was apparently a uncut version of Godzilla vs. Hedorah. I don't know that much about this personally, but like, yeah. Godzilla vs. Hedorah director's cut. Destroy of All Monsters was the end. So, Destroy of All Monsters was gonna be the last Godzilla film, but then they changed it. But it's currently the last of the timeline of the Showa era, because this takes place in like the 30th century, and the other takes place in like the 1970s and 80s. No, not 80s, 60s and 70s. So, yeah. The Queen of Monsters. So, people have been debating about this for a long time, that Godzilla was a girl. I'm assuming this is what I'm talking about. But, yeah. Like, okay, I guess. That was because Zilla, but like, because she had kids in the movie, and then we got the series. Also, next layer, the final one. Let's go! Godzilla Atari Games was a prequel to Final Wars. So this theory states that, like, these three Pikeworks Atari Godzilla games are in the universe of Final Wars. It contradicts by like the monsters that Godzilla defeats, like in the game and the movie. Because in the movie it says that Godzilla defeats like a bunch of monsters that most of them are not even in the games too. And like they don't talk about in the story mode if you play all these games that the monsters Godzilla defeats in the games. If you play as Godzilla. And plus, there's like 5 different Godzillas in these games, or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, like, no, there's like 3, but like, yeah, this theory doesn't hold up. Red. It's just a creepy pasta. Like, it's nothing scary about them. You don't know the legends, bro. Like what? Like, Sonic.exe, bro. Like, what is that? Oh, heck no, bro. Like, Super Gigan. So, Super Gigan was going to appear in the show called, like, Godzilla Island. I kind of want it because it looks sick. Like, look at this. Man got bottle armor. Hot. Wait, what? I am nothing. But, like, yo got, like, a man strap, bro. Like, man got a minigun. Like, 2, bro. Other man got, like, 2 sights or something like that. Sickles, I guess it's called. But I want this. I will steal it from Toe's headquarters. You better watch your back right now.